Hi, this is Tasha from Whimsical Design Studio, and today I'd like to show you how to print my planner inserts. We're going to be printing my April 2017 inserts that you can find in my Etsy shop. So let's get started. Start by opening the file with the PDF viewer of your choice. I'm going to choose Adobe Acrobat. Once you get the file open, you'll see a multi-page PDF document. I tried to design this where it would be as easy as possible to print. Once you get to the print window, you need to choose the printer that you're going to use. You also want to make sure that since you're only printing one side, that you choose to print only the odd pages first. It's located here under Pages to Print, More Options, and then I chose just the odd pages. You also want to make sure that you are not scaling the page down to fit on the sheet. You want it to be the full size. And then I'm just quickly going through and through my printer options and choosing grayscale printing because I only want my printer to use black ink. Then I'm just going to make sure that all of my settings are correct and hit print. Just on a side note, if you have a duplex printer that prints front and back, you can just set your printer up that way and it will print them front and back for you and you have it made. But I wanted to do a little tutorial on how I print on my printer. I don't have a duplex printer. I have a really old printer that's been with me for years and it's still kicking, so I have to do mine one side at a time. So now you'll see that my printer is printing one side at a time. It's printing every other page of that PDF, only the odd pages, and then once it's done, we're going to flip that stack of papers over and print the other side. Pick up the stack of papers very carefully and just flip it over and stick it back in the printer so that the other side would print. Go to print again and make sure that you choose this time only the even pages. Your settings should remain the same, but I always just double check and make sure. And then we are going to print. I'm going to take this time to also just say that I am printing on a pretty thick paper here. That's because of the coloring sheets that I have provided in these printables, and so plain paper is fine if you're going to be using something like colored pencils, but if you want to use markers, I definitely suggest a thicker paper, and I'll link down below to the type of paper that I'm using. Okay, now we have our papers all printed and they're in the correct order. So what I'm going to do is just show you how I cut these in half so that they will stay in order. I'm placing the stack of papers face up in front of me, and then I'm taking the top sheet off and then flipping that sheet over and cutting it, and then separating that page into two stacks on either side of the cutter, and you'll see why in just a few minutes. So again, I'm just taking the top sheet, flipping it over, and then cutting it in half and separating the two sides into their stacks. It's important that I do flip those pages over, because if I don't, then all of your half sheets are going to be all out of order and you'll have to reorder them. So this is just the easiest way to make sure everything stays nice and neat and in order. Here's where you'll see why it was important to separate those into two stacks. So what I'm going to do is take the stack on the left flip it over and place it on top of the stack on the right. And now all of your April 2017 inserts will be in the correct order. Then I just punched holes into the inserts, and now I'm placing them inside of my planner. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this tutorial makes it easy for you to print out these planner inserts. These inserts for April 2017 will be in my Etsy shop, and I will leave a link below in the description for you. See you next time.